If you are thinking about getting the RØDECaster Pro 2, I want to share with you the pros and cons of it. I'm a podcaster. I've done over 1,000 podcast episodes, and I did about 700 podcast episodes on the RØDECaster. That was, I guess, version 1. They just call it the RØDECaster. Then about episode 700, I switched over to the RØDECaster Pro 2, basically as soon as it came out, and I've been using that for the last, 400 episodes or so, and I use it for all my Zoom calls, Google Meets, things of that nature. So for starters, I connected it to my computer, to my laptop. I connected it to my Shure SM7B. So this microphone right here, on other podcasts, they have to use a SoundCloud lifter to get the volume to where they need it to be. Not with the RØDECaster Pro 2. You literally just plug your Shure SM7B into the back, into the microphone, XLR cable thing, and there's a feature on here for various microphones. So literally, which I did Shure SM7B, you don't even need to use the cloud lifter. It pre-programs the settings so my voice sounds that broadcast, bassy. I feel bad when people meet me in person, like I don't sound as good as I do on my podcast because my voice is this rich, thick, authority. Have you ever listened to someone like that? It sounds awesome. Well, this is what I sound like in real life, by the way. I'm using this microphone here that's not connected to the RØDECaster. But anyway, this will run it through the system and make you sound like $1 million. If you're using an RE20 or whatever microphone you're using, it more than likely has the setting in here. It will have 4 microphones in the back, 4 headset features. There's music beds over here, so if you want to play an intro or outro or like clapping or laughing or whatever, you can pre-program all of those over there. It has Bluetooth, so you can connect it to your phone, and it obviously connects to my laptop. The only thing that I don't like about it, and this isn't RØDECaster's fault, it's just the RØDECaster Pro was so simple. Like, I just took it out of the box and I plugged it in, and I was like, so simple to use. This one has a whole bunch of features. You start clicking around and I don't know what's going on. Oops, see, I don't know what I just did. It's got all these features, and I can get intimidated by all of the settings and everything like that. So I guess if you're like an audio engineer, you actually know what you're doing, you can get lost in all of the theatrics and opportunities there is with this. But for me, I just needed it to be able to record. You have a record button in here. You put a micro SD card in there. You got to get it formatted for the RØDECaster. It's very simple. But again, it's a little too high tech for me. But I'm an amateur when it comes to understanding things like that. I just record the podcast and I send it to a producer, Mr. Producer, and he does all that fancy schmancy stuff for me. But overall, if you're using it for podcasting, I would absolutely recommend it. If you're using it for like Zoom meetings for work, or Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Office, all that stuff, I've been on meetings for all of those. I've done Microsoft Office meetings, definitely Zoom, definitely Google Meet, StreamYard. It connects to all that stuff. So you basically just put your microphone into here, into the RØDECaster, and then in your settings on, like, let's say you're using Zoom, it will ask you for your audio input. You literally just select the RØDECaster 2. So now you're on your meeting and you can sound, very professional and play sound effects and all of that stuff. So RØDECaster Pro 2, highly recommended. Enough said. It's approved.